guys at the Slaughterhouse Ballroom. You guys having a good time so far tonight? Oh man, I hate doing this. Are you guys having a good time tonight? See, that's all you had to do the first time, and it would have been no repetition. I'm just fucking with you guys. I hope you're having a good time. Give it up for Silver right here. He's about to kill it.
Give it up for Pete Tech. Oh, come on. This motherfucker made this event. Come on, give it up for Pete Tech. Alright. Thank you for being my ears. Thank you for being my peers. I'm ready to go.
I remember one of the first times I felt very hungry was one of the first days I was on the streets by myself, and someone came up to ask me for some change, and I gave them my last quarter even though I was hungry, just because I felt it was the right thing to do at the time. It was really difficult to people normally learned about what new toy their rich parents bought them, a BMW, or going without food days. I was angry, and I was angry 24/7. I would go to sleep angry and I would wake up angry. Well, for me, when I felt the strongest pains of hunger was sleeping in a cardboard box behind hole in the wall on the drag across from University of Texas. Ironic, I later become accepted into. But sleeping in that cardboard box, I remember so many days where my stomach was on fire. It hurt so bad. It was like someone was stabbing me repeatedly in the stomach because my body wanted food. And I was really skinny. And, it was definitely very difficult. But it was very empowering because every time I felt that pain, I realized that, no one was yelling at me or hitting me or telling me what to do. And that I didn't have to feel afraid, because it was another reminder every time I felt that pain that this is my decision and that I was making up the rules now. I figured out a way, basically, to use my experiences to find wisdom in everyday actions, to find ways to learn not just how to survive, but to survive better. And I don't really know what the bigger picture is yet. I don't have all the answers, but I feel that the pain has lessons. Adversity teaches wisdom. But are you going to learn that wisdom if you're like, poor me, I hate my life, it's your fault, life is like this? A lot of exterior actions from other people put me into the life I had to live through, but what I did during that time was my choice, and what I took from that experience is my choice. Vegetarian, and I've been vegetarian for, 15 years or more. And so it's not a fad, it's definitely not to try to look trendy that I've done this, though people often get accused of that for choosing to be vegetarian. But when you're on the streets and trying to find food that also is vegetarian, that's extra hard. A lot of people told us about how you could stand behind Veggie Heaven on the drag and get free food if you went there. You just go behind the back and you let them know that you're hungry, and they'll help you out with that. And there are other occasions where I've eaten food that I've had to dig out of the dumpster, and you have to be very discerning to find what is still good. But a lot of times people don't even eat their food at all, and they just order it to look nice in a restaurant, and the whole thing is completely intact. So there's a whole bunch of food going to waste every single day, thousands of pounds. And the hunger that I felt often on the streets led me to, not only did I want to become a better person, but I wanted to become a better person that is more successful in life, that does more of the things people talk about doing but don't actually do, whether it's places to visit, to travel, or working for National Geographic as a photojournalist, or becoming a famous musician because you put that time in and still believe it can happen. That hunger definitely did transform me to want and hunger for a better life all around, not just to find a way to fill my empty plate. I like to use music as a means of informing people, whether it's on laws that have been passed that infringe upon our civil rights, our liberties or freedom, or endanger other people, or it's just on the tools that we need to empower ourselves to be better people and to enjoy life better. I think people too often want to just take the passive role and watch life pass by like it's a river. So if hip-hop could be a call to action to live a better life in whatever way that might be, even if it's just being more active in the local city or municipality, then that's what I would like to do. This is roll call for the freedom
freedom fighters still fighting. Leading on the still politicized as Joe Biden. Very titan in the skies, keeping doors still lighted. Of course life's rough, but we cold the diamonds. This is roll call for the freedom fighters still fighting. Leading on as not politicized as Joe Biden. Very titan in the skies, keeping doors still lighted. Of course